You have known each other from the first glance of acquaintance to this point of commitment. At some point, you decided to marry. From that moment of yes to this moment of yes, indeed, you have been making these commitments in an informal way. All those late night talks that included someday and somehow and maybe, and all those promises that are unspoken matters of the heart. All these common things and more are the real process of a wedding. The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things that we've promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all, every word. Shortly you shall say a few words that will take you over across a threshold of life, and things between you will never quite be the same. For after today, you shall say to the world, this is my husband, this is my wife.
Alana, from the very first day you were born, you were the sparkle in our family. I wish I could convey what a pleasure it is being your father, but I can't. I don't have words. You are such a great mix of intelligence and heart and resilience and compassion, and I just marvel, where does that come from? And I can only conclude that you're just a gift from the universe, Alana. I love you.
"15 years ago, I met a girl who quickly became my best friend. She went to my baseball games to cheer me on, and she even wore a shirt that had Pincus written across the back of it. I don't believe that was just a funny coincidence. I think a part of us knew that one day that name on her back would mean something a whole lot more than just a teenage crush. And here we are 15 years later, standing in front of each other, in front of our friends and family, about to become husband and wife." Oh my God.
I told you.
That is such a princess dress, yes.
So much fun. I finally got to show you.
I love it so much.
Jake, I've spent so much of my life with you, and each day is better than the one before. I don't know anyone as kind or as patient or as funny as you. I love that you have protected me since we were 13 years old. You always knew we belonged together, and you never gave up on me. And I promise for the rest of my life to never give up on you or us. I promise to support your dreams. I promise to protect your perfect heart with all that I have. But most of all, I promise to love you through everything life will throw at us. In you, I have found a love that is hard to explain, one that I didn't know could exist, and one that I'm forever grateful that I'm able to experience. I love you.
Alana and Jake have professed their love by exchanging vows and have symbolized their commitment by exchanging rings. With all of this, there's just one more question I need each of you to answer before we are off to the reception to celebrate. Jacob, do you take Alana to be your wife?
I do.
Alana, do you take Jacob to be your husband?
I do.
By the power vested in me by the state of Oregon and the internet, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Jacob, you may kiss your bride. It is my great honor and privilege to be the first to present you, Jacob and Alana Pincus.
When I tell Alana that I measure all loves against theirs, this is what I mean. The beauty of their partnership is in its simplicity. They like each other, they understand each other, and they just want the best for each other. I love you both more than I can express. I hope that you stay communicative and spontaneous, and that you never forget what makes you so special as a pair. Most of all, I hope that you never stop nourishing the loving playfulness that brought you and all of us here today.